Test captain Mohammed Azharuddin on a day when the Hyderabad High Court lifted the ban against him. Azhar, what are your first feelings? What's the most overpowering emotion?
Well, I think, Jadwa, first of all, I really want to thank the Almighty Allah and His Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam for, bestowing me upon this day today that that my ban is lifted. I'm very, very happy, and I also like to thank my parents, my family, and the near and dear ones, and especially the fans of the fans who really prayed for me for so many years. So I think, this decision, this verdict today, I think I would want to dedicate to them.
How much did it weigh on your conscience? How much did it weigh on you? Did it give you sleepless nights, the fact that you were banned from cricket?
It didn't give me any sleepless nights, because I knew that I was not wrong, because I knew that I really played for the country all along, and really worked hard for the country. But I think when such things happen, sometimes it weighs you down a little bit, not very often, but you think that you have done so much for the country, but at the end of the day, when you get these things, it's not very nice.
Azhar, when this ban was imposed on you, you were just one short of 100 tests. That's a huge milestone. Any regrets at not being allowed to complete those 100 tests?
I've got no regrets, because I just take this as I was just trying to play only 99 test matches. So that's how I've kept myself. That's why I've taken things in my stride.
You've taken things in your stride. You were at your many considers say that you still had several years of cricket left in you, and obviously now you're not young enough to play for India again, though you may be fit enough. What is the kind of role that you would want in innings now? Would you want to turn to coaching? Do you want to get into BCCI, into administration?
Well, I think this is up to the BCCI. If they really want to take my help, I'm ready to do it. I've always been there for the BCCI all along, and I think I've represented the country, and I think the board, I honestly feel that the board is really doing a very good job, by, promoting the cricket, promoting the game in the right way, and I sincerely hope and pray that they keep on doing that. But as far as I'm concerned, if my help is required, I'm always there, because I can impart some knowledge, whatever little knowledge I've gained while playing through those 17 years. So I can really impart a little bit of my knowledge.
Azhar, what is the overriding emotion? Do you feel relieved, or do you feel that you've cleared your fair name, you've redeemed your fair name?
I think I'm really happy, that whatever things were said, or whatever it was coming all along, whenever I wanted to do something, because this thing used to come up all the time. So I think I'm a bit happy today, and I'm sort of relieved also, because I also feel that whatever has happened over so many years, it has taken so many years, but I think I always had faith in the judicial system, and I think the results are there to see.
Any hard feelings against the BCCI or your players or anybody?
I don't keep any hard feelings in myself. That was my destiny. It was supposed to, or was bound to happen in my life. It happened, and then it was also bound to happen that my name would be cleared today. It happened today.
Thank you for speaking, sir. So that was Mohammed Azharuddin, extremely relieved that his name has been cleared. With camera person Abhay Kumar, this is Javed Ansari in New Delhi for Headlines Today.
Alright, so that was cricketer turned politician Mohammed Azharuddin speaking to our political editor Javed Ansari, saying he's happy and relieved after his name was cleared by the Andhra Pradesh High Court today, when the court today said that the ban on him by the BCCI is unsustainable. Let me quickly go across to our sports editor Gaurav Gala, who is with us from the newsroom. Gaurav, a massive relief coming Azharuddin's way, but clearly ball now in BCCI's court whether they are going to accept him into the fold or not.
Before even that, Ruchika, I'd say the ball is in the BCCI's court on the appeal front, whether they're going to actually appeal this decision in the Supreme Court or not. Because when Azhar lodged his appeal in the Hyderabad High Court, the BCCI had shown opposition to it. The fact that their appeal was quashed by the Hyderabad High Court means this relief for Azharuddin. So first we have to wait and see whether the BCCI is going to take this to the Supreme Court or not, and only then we can start to talk about whether there's going to be some rehabilitation for Azharuddin vis-a-vis the BCCI or not.
But what have been the indications so far? Because pressure had been mounting on the BCCI. Some of the Congress MPs also approaching Sharad Pawar, who was the former, BCCI chief, asking them to revoke that ban. Any indications coming in from the BCCI so far that they could mellow their stand?
At this point in time, Ruchika, no, everyone within the BCCI keeping mum. We've tried to get in touch with various people within the BCCI. Right now they're saying, look, we want to see what the Hyderabad High Court has said. We want to see their order. And after that, we're going to take stock of the situation, and then we'll come out and figure out what our next step is going to be. So at this point in time, the BCCI weighing their options and figuring out what really they want to do. But as far as Azharuddin is concerned, extremely happy and vindication really for his stand over the last 12 years.
All right, just stay with us, Gaurav, because the implications of this decision by the Andhra High Court are huge for Mohammed Azharuddin. Also joining us right now on the phone line is our political editor, Javed Ansari. Javed, you just spoke to Azharuddin a while ago, who looked like a relieved man. As somebody who is now representing one of the Lok Sabha constituencies politically as well, this is very, very significant.
Ruchika, I'm sure it has come as a huge relief for him. His honor has been restored. He says that his conscience was always clear, and that he always knew in his heart of hearts that one day his name would be cleared. But this was like a Damocles sword hanging over his head, and the very fact that he played 99 tests, was one short of 100, yet couldn't play, and his records, all the runs that he scored, all the catches that he took, and some of the wickets that he may have taken, none of it was a part of the Indian Test cricket history. All of it had been kept in abeyance. So now that his honor has been restored, the ban has been lifted. Not only has his name been cleared, but also Indian cricket will now register the contribution that he had to make.
And just to reflect on what exactly was that entire episode, let me just quickly ask one more question to Gaurav. Gaurav, that of course was one of the darkest chapters of Indian cricket, where we saw, so many of these cricketers being banned for life. And Azharuddin in particular, his career was cut short abruptly.
That's right. He was at the peak of his prowess, peak of his powers at that point in time, Ruchika. And for a middle order batsman like Azharuddin, the early 30s are considered your peak years. The late 20s, early 30s, and that's exactly at the time when Azharuddin faced these allegations. So in a sense, his cricketing career completely cut short, and he really bore the brunt of it. There were others, like you've rightly said, Ajay Jadeja, Nayan Mongia. Ajay Sharma, Manoj Prabhakar, a lot of them received bans as well, but the life ban was to Azharuddin. Nayan Mongia, his name was cleared later in December 2000. As far as Ajay Jadeja was concerned, his ban was only for 5 years, which in 2003, 3 years later, was also lifted. Azharuddin was the only one really who was living under the shadow, was trying to clear his name for 12 long years. And all of this really started in 2000 when the Delhi police stumbled upon, conversations of the late South African captain Hansie Cronje, and it was
Right.
Cronje himself who had come out and implicated Azharuddin. Later the CBI also said they've got substantial evidence against Azharuddin, and that was really the basis for the life ban on Azharuddin.